collective energy reading for the nation of India and its citizens from the 26th of March 2020 to the 25th of April 2020 in relation to coronavirus. Looking at the patterns and energies, the karmic influences that have governed India over the past 20 years, leading up to today, which influenced the coronavirus. We have is Mother Earth. 24. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection of this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspects of our nature. Because beyond the four elements that make up our physical and material world, those being the water, fire, air and earth, we have to consider a fifth element, spirit, to bridge between heaven and earth, to expand our consciousness and advance humankind to the next evolutionary level. As a representation of our conscious connection between earth and Mother Source, we only have to retreat into nature and find the silence within, to listen to all the majestic expressions of Mother Earth, revealing through the winds in the trees, the humming of the bees, and the rhythmic chirping of the crickets during the wee hours of the night. We are spirit in a physical body, here on a short and temporary journey on this 3D form-based plane. On this journey in life, we are deeply intertwined with Mother Earth, and our roots reach far under her surface. She provides us with everything we need for the survival of the physical body, and in return we are asked to take care of her as if she were our own body. The overall green of this activation represents Mother Earth and nature in particular. The green in the center refers to the heart of the center of our truth and our reality here on Earth. The yellow and orange refer to our inner powers. The geometric shapes in the middle are variations of the flower of life. The grid on which our form-based world is based. The lines indicate all connections between us and our Great Mother, and between the universe and the spiritual and cosmic beings. The transparencies refer to the energetic and spiritual aspects of ourselves beyond our form-based expressions. Where is India as a nation currently situated in relation to the coronavirus? The message that comes through is conception, number 16. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space, and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. The energies of conception have been brought out today because it relates to infinite movements and expansions that are dancing through stillness and contractions. The deep silence is harmonizing with the presence of a strong heartbeat. We are at home in this space, and at the same time, there is an indistinguishable sense of stellar connection that is unmistakably not of this earth. Conception can be described as a process of creation. This may refer to the beginning of life as a physical being, or the start of an idea or belief, like thinking a thing and then making it a reality. At the beginning of everything, there is conceived nothingness that then becomes something, like one cell splitting into two, splitting into four, and so on and so on. At the core of everything, there is a universal heartbeat, represented by the heartbeat graph running through the middle of this activation code. The dark blue background shows the vast, deep galaxy and the depth of consciousness. The swirling background circles represents a grid that is not from this earth plane, indicating an origin from other dimensions and star systems as well. The bubbles are like the splitting of cells, symbolizing the process of conception and creation. As a nation, where is India headed over the next 2 weeks from the 26th of March to around the 12th of April 2020? Miracle. It's governed by Master number 33. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves and as part of a source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. The miracle energy has been brought forth today to describe an extraordinary event or an occurrence in our everyday reality that cannot be explained without our existing paradigm or belief systems, and therefore it is attributed to a higher or supernatural cause. Our belief in the possibility of miracles is closely connected to our belief in the divine itself, and with that belief, our trust in the unlimited possibilities the universe can provide. In these changing times, in these new energies, multidimensionality is rapidly saturating almost all areas of our lives and being. There is much we don't understand and cannot yet explain within our current way of thinking. When we relax and accept that we are in this era of many mysteries yet to be revealed, we can start living our lives with the expectation that miracles and benevolent change can happen in any moment. In the miracle activation, the colour purple indicates deep connections to the divine or the source. The yellow refers to our sense of height of self, and as we realize we are spiritual beings in a physical body, an expression of the divine. There are 9 light sources around, a number that stands for completions and indicates the ultimate realization that we are one with the source. Moving forward for the next, from the 13th of April to the 25th of April 2020 in relation to the coronavirus virus for the nation of India, we're looking at allowance, completions, ruled by number 9. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. This allowance symbol resembles the spirit of the joker, the jester, or the fool. It is the embodiment of the infinite spirit within, the unbounded, fearless essence of expanding possibilities, with very little regard for conventionality or rules. Disguised as a fool, it is oftentimes the bearer of unwanted truths, messages that are feared yet needed for evolution and growth. Allowance is the polar opposite of resistance. Sometimes the things we resist the most are the trials, the hidden treasures that lead to growth and evolution. The allowance image bears a certain resemblance to the butterfly as well, a reference to the process of transformation and unfolding. Meanwhile, the shiny pearls seem to vibrate with songs that come from deep within a mysterious other world, and the vast green waters indicate the deep connection to the heart and the realms of feelings and emotion. The square reminds us that the reality is a more multi-layered experience than an objective absolute. The animal totem message that is coming through for Indian citizens and nation as a whole from today to the 26th of April 2020. Coyote, revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own follies. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. The messages from the coyote is survival, stealth, ingenuity, cunning, trickster, escape from traps, wise fool, playful, teacher, transformations, and wisdom. The Native American cultures saw the coyote as being called the trickster or the wise or foolish one. We've all been the fool and we've all been tricked, but it's all part of life and learning. We make mistakes, we fall down, we suffer bad choices, yet we learn from them all. The person that can learn will survive and thrive. Coyote teaches us to play and celebrate life daily. Coyote asks us to laugh, especially at ourselves, and not take life too seriously. Coyote medicine is associated with youthful energy, childlike wisdom, and lifelong learning. Coyote people are asked to be students of life. Coyote wisdom is seldom delivered directly, but comes from the long and winding road. Yes, we will fail, we'll be fooled, we'll be deceived, and worse. We may fall down 7 times, and we may get up 8 and win. If coyote is your totem animal, you'll be sure of success if you learn from mistakes and never give up. To laugh, adapt, transform, and thrive is the heart of coyote medicine. The flip side of coyote medicine is, have you been taking life too seriously and lost your childlike joys? Are you learning from mistakes, or are you caught up in the same old traps? Is someone trying to deceive you? Don't be tricked now. Mother Earth provides healing essences through flowers. The vibrational healing of flowers comes through for the nation of India today up until the 26th of April 2020. The vibrational healing flower coming through for India as a nation and its citizens for up until the 26th of April 2020 is frangipani. It represents freedom. Frangipani brings a boost in confidence and connection with youthful and female energies. Look to inner beauty, look to the heart of issues, and don't take things in face value or dismiss them without searching deeper. Freedom is coming along with a positive answer to a query, a renewal of passion, a particular interest, and possibility creative projects. The key to making something work for you is within reach, and inner peace and harmony and love are all possible. Indication of true feelings, the beginning of birth or something. The challenges with frangipani medicine is vanity, overconfidence, failing to do the groundwork to support something, letting your defeat get the better of you, and not being self-aware, and not taking responsibility for your actions. So this concludes the energy reading for India as a nation and its citizens from the 26th of March to the 25th of April 2020. Further clarifying cards, further clarification for the nation of India and its people from the 26th of March to the 26th of April 2020 in relation to the coronavirus. What are the current issues and energies that are presenting themselves in relation to this matter for the Indian people? Transform anger. This lady has her eyes closed. She's going within silently with a kite in her left hand on her spiritual side. Her north path, her true compass in life, focusing downwards. She's sitting on an ancient pillar, contemplating and reflecting her position, with dark skies in the background. It is important for the Indian people at this time to use their anger as a catalyst for change. In the past, their anger has given them the right to blame others for their limitations. It's now time to face their anger and allow it to energize them instead of draining them. If things are not working out in your life currently, take responsibility and steps to change them. You can no longer use anger to give false sense of pride and justify criticizing and putting down and resenting others. This is an opportunity to redeem yourselves, personally and collectively as a society. Apologize for your poor behaviors and become kinder towards yourself and others. If you're angry about a specific situation in society, which might mean including self-isolation, forced self-isolation, and shutting down commerce trade in your nation, transform that anger into passion and create positive change. Look within to find the hidden benefits of this safe haven period, going within, and be willing to relinquish financial incomes, and find your deeper truths within your heart and soul. Suggested course of action for Indian people at this time is to contemplate, who are you angry with? What would it take for you to let go of this anger, and who are you blaming for your current situation? Take some deep breaths and calm yourself. Imagine your anger in the shape of an uncontrollable lion raging and hurting everyone. See yourself outside and become aware of how your anger affects others. Ask the lion what it is that he is most angry about. Then ask yourself, what is the lesson that I am to learn from these experiences that I am denying? Put on powerful music and use your body with the intention of freeing your anger. Physical activity, dance, and music are very important for you at this time. Write a letter to yourself expressing your anger, and then burn that letter once it's written. This will help you release that anger from your body. Also, slowly breathe in blue rays of peace into your body, your mind, and your soul, particularly your throat chakra. Create this symbol of peace in your mind's eye, in your ajna, and visualize it throughout the day. Additional clarification cards in relation to the Indian economic situation up until the 26th of April 2020. Contemplating death and beyond. The descent of the Holy Spirit comes down onto the crown chakra of this master healer as he's blessing the masses. He holds the key to life in his left hand. This magician or master healer suggests to Indian people to live life fully and to need to understand death at this time of life. Death may be the end of life as you know it, the end of business or commerce structures in your nation, or the death of family members, friends, and work colleagues around you. Every moment of every day there are aspects that are dying and transforming and changing, so you are asked to reflect upon this process of death and rebirth. Contemplate what happens when you die, and what aspects of your soul continue on and what aspects dissolve. Ask yourself questions about life after death, and by understanding death you'll learn about the secrets to life. You're about to go through a major cleansing process where materialistic ambitions in relation to business success will start to fall away, and your spiritual aspirations will again be aroused. Through this process, your fears of death have the possibility to transform into higher worlds and higher states of consciousness. Look at your destructive habits and behaviors and make positive changes towards your health and your well-being and your spirituality. If not to do this could have serious consequences for your life. Send loving thoughts to family members and friends who have passed over to the other side. Suggested courses of action is to think about multiple multi-dimension timelines living here on Earth. Think about your next life when you're reborn and how this experience in this life will influence your next life. Also, look at how you've hurt people or abused power in this life, and look at practical situations that you can do to remedy these abuses of power and act in a more compassionate, loving and generous manner. Look into the eyes of this master healer. It is recognized that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Go within, find spiritual reserves of strength in your heart and your soul, and call upon this during this challenging period and the challenging period ahead in 2020. What are the clarifying points in relation to India as a nation and a personal level in relation to their physical health and well-being at this time? What guidance shall we give to the Indian people at this time in relation to their physical health and well-being? Becoming more objective. There are two sides to every coin. Go within with the Holy Grail on your physical side, and the serpent snake, the medicine healing snake, on your spiritual side. This card suggests that the Indian people as a nation have access to great reserves of knowledge, ancient knowledge, held within their timelines in their ancestors in relation to healing various plagues, diseases and viruses such as those that they face at this current point in time. The treasure chest of knowledge is within their heart, within their soul, within their family history. By looking within and looking into their past, they will find everything they need to help become more balanced, aligned on a physical, mental and emotional level again. This course of action will bring a 4, which is stability. It is suggested to develop a compassionate attitudes towards yourself and others. At this challenging time, step out of your subjective experiences with this virus and these challenges that it brings, and look at what have been done to you and look at the situation objectively. By forcing you to self-isolate, this forces one to go within. If people have acted in harmful or dishonourable ways to you in the past, you have an opportunity to look within and understand the real cause that has made them behave like this. Take this time out to reflect. Often these causes can be found in what these others have experienced in childhood and point to lessons that they've brought from other past lives. Develop compassion. See these situations differently. Look objectively at yourself and what role you had in creating this challenging situation. You can learn from these lessons in this experience and move on to something different. If not, you'll be stuck in a constant pattern of repeating the old. Reflect on old patterns that keep coming up in your life and let go of and heal and forgive painful and hurtful experiences. Look at the situation from a higher perspective, from your higher soul. Ask yourself, what is a lesson and what do you need to do to employ to learn that lesson? Forgive others and take time out to forgive yourself. Looking deeper into this card, it's governed by solar plexus chakra, which is emotions, the crown chakra, activating the crown chakra, and the solar logos here. So it is suggested that Indian people look at ancient remedies and the Vedas and Vedic medicine, and also look at mantras, particularly the Gayatri mantra, as this activates the solar logos and gives protection, inner and outer protection, to themselves, their family, and their local communities. What angels of light messages are relevant for Indian people at this time? The angel of Xanadu, the crystal keeper. Sometimes we just need to give it over to the angels, allow the crystals to assist, and say, I am surrendering. Now is the time to bless the crystal kingdom to look at bringing back those crystals out into the light and utilizing them for healing yourself, your family, your friends, and your community at this time. This is a sound and animal medicine healing for the nation of India from the 22nd of March to the 26th of April 2020. This concludes the animal medicine and sound healing for the nation of India and its people up until the 26th of April 2020 in relation to coronavirus. Listen to this sound healing as many times as you please, and it will help shift the energies, the dark, dirty disease energies and the bacteria and viruses from all of your chakras and your physical, mental, astral and etheric bodies.